Okay, thanks for getting on. So I wanted to talk about this. Yesterday I was on a training call with our big team, and it was talking about people who were getting started. This chick was from Canada, and she was an Indigenous woman, I didn't know that Native American was kind of considered like a slang word. It's not like it's apparently super offensive. So Indigenous, she lived on a reservation most of her life. She was adopted. Like, she had this whole incredible story. But she was saying that when she got started, she literally could not afford to get started. She started with the Natural Accelerator and a shake. Like, that's all she could afford to get started. And Isagenix has really taken note of the fact that there are so many people that want to get started but can't afford or find margin in their budget for the bigger packages. Even the basic pack at $270, I think it's $279, is a stretch for a lot of people. Now, do I believe in the packages? Yes, absolutely. And I will always try to find a way to help people get started with the package, simply because I started with the value pack. When you start with a package, you see the value in the system and how it works together, because our wellness and weight loss packages are really designed for nutritional rebalancing, to help your body get rid of toxins, fuel it with the good stuff, and give you options so you don't feel like you're dieting. That is the one thing that 99.9% of people who decide to make a change, they feel like they're dieting. They don't have healthy options that they can just grab out of their pantry to put in their mouths. Chips, chocolate, candy. Those are the three vices I always tell people about, because it's something I've struggled with. When I feel like I have to cut out food or food groups or things that I like, and I don't have options because I have a lot of dietary sensitivities, I don't have options, then I feel deprived, and I start having that, well, I ate one cookie, so I might as well eat the whole sleeve of cookies, That's always been my mindset. But since I started this, it's been different because I've had options. If I'm craving chocolate, I have Isodelites. If I'm needing electrolytes, I go grab the Hydrate. If I want performance line stuff, I grab the Amped performance line, even while I'm pregnant. Shakes. The shakes are the best shakes that I've ever had. Some people say they don't have a lot of flavor, and when you start, they may not. Just depends on what your taste buds are like. But I believe in the whole system because it has radicalized how I am able to do life and how busy I am, busier I'm about to be, and just how convenient it is. And so I always try to help people see the value in the package. And I almost always try to get them to find people to come on with them, because when you have people that do this with you, you see the value. You will not show up for yourself, but you will show up for other people. I have one girl right now who's really struggling, and it's because she doesn't have any accountability. She doesn't check in with me. Getting her to respond to messages is like pulling teeth. I guarantee if she had two friends that were doing it with her, she would stick to it. She would find a day each week to do a cleanse day. She would have a shake a day. She would take her supplements. Like, people pay for this stuff and then don't use it because they don't have the accountability. And then you have other people who scrimp and save and absolutely are floored by what they're finding in results. And so you really got to kind of validate where people are at, help them see the value in things, and help them understand how to get their package paid for. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. You both on here have told me many times that you're ready for a change, you're shifting, you're already seeing results in your physical health, but I want to help you see financial changes. And so one of the things that they were talking about yesterday, sorry if I jump around a lot, like very uncomfortable at this point in pregnancy, but one of the things that they were talking about yesterday was creating a community for your people to thrive. And that's not just with Isagenix, but it's like creating a group that you invite people to. And it doesn't have to be Isagenix specific. It can be just a group of people that you have common things in common with. Where you're talking about life, and you're going live in there and you're posting things in there. And that's kind of intimidating to get started with. But I will say, when you're more active in groups, you get better engagement. When you do live videos, when you share things that matter to you, you're inviting people in to your vision. And then she was talking, like, she is consistent about that group, and then regularly she would go live in there all the time. And then she would do just like little giveaways, or she would do like little free promotional things like a water challenge or something, crazy that we could all participate in, or a 10-minute cleanup challenge every single day. Like little things that draw people in, that help them get to know you, help them to get to know your personality and your heart and really how you care for people. And then, you reach out to those people and you find things in common. Faith was talking about this today, talked to her on the phone. She was saying that, she saw a friend in her news feed that was looking for something that's an alternative to Gatorade. And she said, should I message her about the hydrate? And I said, yeah, absolutely. It's about seeing what kind of solutions you can serve people with. So helping them see the value in the packages, but understanding when you've done all of the work of saying, okay, what kind of things could you use some help in? Energy, sleep, better mood, decreased inflammation, weight loss, overall wellness. Like those are the kind of questions I asked. I ask them about, like, what is your daily routine like? What time do you get up? Do you have coffee? Do you eat breakfast? Are you on the go all day? Like I ask questions about what their life looks like. And then I say, okay, so give me a rough estimate of your budget. Like, do you have a budget? How many people are in your family? Do you grocery shop once a week? Do you grocery shop once a month? Like, where are any extras that we can pull out? And I just ask them, okay, so based on what you've told me, this is the package that I would recommend that would fit your budget. Does that sound doable? Sometimes they'll say yes, sometimes they'll say no. And I'll say, well, what if I could help you get your products? What if I could help you get them for free? Would that make a difference? And then I explain grabbing 2 friends to where they become consultant and they cash in on that $150 consultant bonus. That's as much as you have to know to get started. You just have to know that if they grab 2 friends from now until the end of September, hold on just a second. So they just have to know that between now and the end of September, they grab 2 people, they're going to get $150 back. And then depending on which package or how their people get started, they're going to get paid on that too. So there is an opportunity to make $150 plus if they just grab 2 friends. So for those people, Faith and I were also talking about this. She had a girl that has no budget. She doesn't have a job. Her husband doesn't have a job, but she really wanted to start the products. So we were trying to figure out a way to get her started. Some people get started just for the business fee or the membership fee of $29. And then if they are willing, and a lot of people that will only start for the membership fee are willing to do this, they will send you a list. And I always say, okay, when we get off the phone, I want you to take a list of anywhere from 10 to 50 names, and I want you to send it to me. People send it to me within the first 24 hours. So we can work through that list and we can figure out how to talk to people. And I will help you talk to those people. That is my job. That's why I'm here. Just so you guys know, I don't ever want you to feel like you can't use me as a resource. In fact, I encourage it. While you're getting started, while you're still learning about the products, while you're still figuring out what works and finding your footing with all this, I want you to send people to me. I want you to put us in group messages and tell me a little bit about them. And then like, how can I help them? What is it that they're looking for? That way, that takes the pressure off you and you can learn the verbiage as you are listening to me. That is honestly and truthfully how I have learned about this business. Is I've learned from my leaders. And I said, okay, I have this girl. She's really interested in this, but this is her hang up, A, B, and C. How do I help her? I'll put her in a group message with them and I'll say, hey, Jessica, this is my friend Sarah. She has PCOS and she's really wanting to be doing this. And the message relates to Jessica's story. And so I'm taking the pressure off myself to have to serve people in a way that I've never dealt with those issues, but I'm connecting them with someone that has, and so they can share their testimony, and it's just better that way. So that's how we work as a team. I also add people to the Nutrition Made Easy group. Now, adding people to groups is not the same as it used to be because you have to approve it. So I'll just send them the link to the group and I'll just say, hey, here's a group. There's a bunch of information in there. Let me know if you decide to add yourself and I'll tag you in a couple of things based on what we talked about. Just a little bit more validation of like, okay, this is what we've talked about. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty of getting people started, you want to help them get started with 100 business volume. That's Any of the smaller packs that they put together that range from like 150 up are at least 100 BB. One, because you get a 10% match on that. So when they order that, you get that. If they don't start with that, help them find some people to get under them so that they make that money and so that they can order more products. Because our job is to help people have results, but it is also to help people get paid. We get paid to help people get paid. We get paid to teach people how to get these products paid for every single month. And a lot of times I'll ask people, like, what is it that you need from this business, or from this opportunity, or from these products? And I'll say, you know, there's a really cool compensation plan attached to it. Have you ever thought about network marketing? A lot of people say no. Some people have said yes, and it's like, oh, I didn't really have a good experience with it. Been there, done that. But I explain the referral bonuses of helping their 2 friends or family members get started and why it's better to have accountability. But really see the value in the package. Don't feel pressure to know everything about everything, because there is isogenicshealth.com. There is Google. You can always Google things. But it's just about finding solutions that people need in a very simple way, and just offering them a solution to their problem. It doesn't have to, and making it a no pressure situation, like Tara today, or not Tara, sorry, Faith today. Well, even Tara, y'all were talking to some people and you were like, you know, I understand like the time's not great or finances or whatever, but you're helping them find a solution to that problem by offering them a chance to get it paid for simply by sharing. You're offering a solution to the financial burden side of things. And what people don't understand is that when you understand a compensation plan, it really can open the doors for you. I never imagined being able to bring in the kind of income I bring in every single month. It's not always steady, because we've had ups and downs in our team. Also at the end of my pregnancy, so I'm not as recruiting as hard as I used to, but I'm very intentional about the people that I bring on. So that's another thing I want you guys to know. It's not about signing on the masses. You can't sign your way to $1 million. I mean, I'm sure you can, but it's about bringing people on and making it as simple as you possibly can. I'm really trying to drip it on you guys and not overwhelm you with all the information. So teach people how to find their 2, and just keep teaching people how to find their 2. Who do you know? Whoa. Based on the who do you know, like who do you know that needs better energy, more sleep, weight loss, those kind of things. Based on your social media, who's interacting on your social media, who do you want to work with, and just helping people get started, and then helping them find their 2, get their products paid for, and then, you know, helping them have a great product experience. So this month we are going to run a team-wide group that starts on the 15th. That gives us 2 weeks to promote for this. It's going to be called the Summer like Shred Challenge or something like that. I haven't figured it out. But it's kind of like the group that we're doing now, but I want us to all be in the same group interacting. That's a huge part of what makes this work, is when people from this team interact together. And so if we have common groups set up where we are sharing information, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of stuff that I share comes from our big team win testimonials page most of the time, because she's already done the research. It's there. I literally copy and paste something if it sounds good, and I'll share it in that page, in the Nutrition Made Easy page, or our Summer Shape Up Challenge. There are so many people that have put the resources out there. I literally just share their information in that group with what I think people need to know. It's the easiest way to do it. You can schedule it, and then you can just engage, and making it fun, doing small giveaways, stuff like that. So if you guys have any questions, I know that was kind of fast and dirty, but do you have questions? Do you want me to unmute you? No? Okay. Well, the other thing I was going to talk to you guys about is the roadmap to Crystal Executive. So I've been talking to several of you, and I understand that bringing in money would be like a huge benefit to getting this started. And so I'm going to tell you right now, the roadmap to Crystal Executive, like I kind of said on the team call or the team live yesterday, the roadmap to Crystal Executive shows you how to get to executive. You need 10 people with 2 people, 5 on each side. So that's what we want to work on this month. We want to help you. I want to help you guys get to consultant. That's our first. We're going to get there first. Find your 2 people, and then help your 2 people find their 2 people, get you to manager. Because that right there, let's see. I suck at math, so don't judge me. 150 is 200 plus 250. Doot, doot, doot. Did I do that right? 150, 200, 250, $600. That's $600 in bonus money right there. That's not even product introduction bonuses. And the great part about that is that your people under you are getting paid too. So that's our first goal. I want to get you guys to consultant, and then we're going to get you to manager. And then we're going to work to get you to Crystal Director as fast as freaking possible, because, and this is going to be a lot of hustle. This is going to be a lot of daily actions of like just talking to people, connecting with people, being consistent on social media. I cannot stress that enough. It's got to happen. The reason we want to get you to director as fast as possible, because that then adds another $400 to your pocket, because you're creating 4 more consultants. So director is having 6 consultants underneath you. So that's $1,000 right there. And then you're going to get the Crystal Director bonus of $750. So that's $1,750. Again, not including cycle bonuses or product introduction bonuses for their packages. That's $1,750. Then you get to participate in the pool money. Pool money is game changing. Whenever I first hit Crystal Director, I was told by our upline, Jessica Rigner, 1 month, she made $69,000 in the pool money, because Isagenix is willing to pay people that are willing to help people help people. They put a lot of money into the pools because they want to see people be successful in serving other people. It's like the most generous thing. And that's not even it. Like there's so many more ways that you get paid. It'll blow your mind. But pool money. So let me see if I can draw this out for you. Sorry, boobs in your face. I should have planned this better. Okay. And then I will let you guys go so you can kind of brainstorm this. So this is you. You need to go, you can. There you go. Thank you. Huh? Oh, fudge. Okay. That's gonna be vacuumed up. Okay. 300 equals 1 cycle. Sorry, I'm drawing out. Okay. So this is the basic, like when you get started, when you hit consultant, the volume that you're bringing in and the volume that you get from our team. So the volume from our team cycles from the very bottom all the way to the top. So you're going to get paid on people that you never sign underneath you. I have almost 1,000 people underneath me, and I've signed on roughly like 80 something now. That's crazy, but I get paid on all of that volume. Like all of that volume cycles up to me. So on one side, I have a ridiculous amount of volume, and then the other side is my team that I build. So we're a binary system. So you have you, and then you have Susan, and you have Bob. So this is how you hit a cycle. You have 300 on one side and 600 on the other side. That BV, doesn't matter which side it's on, equals 1 cycle. I should have written this differently. Your cycles equal $54 a cycle. So say once you reach director, Isagenix configures the amount. Okay, we got questions. Yes, binary systems. Just means we have a left and a right leg, strong, weak leg. So once you hit director, Isagenix takes the sum of your last 13 weeks to create a cycle benchmark. So pretty much the average of what you've hit cycle-wise over the last 13 weeks. Usually it's about 1 to 2. So let's just say it's 2. So your benchmark equals 2. And let's say your cycles for the week, you had 8. Okay, so your benchmark is 2, and for this week you have 8 cycles. So you're going to do the math. 8 times 54, and I'm going to use a calculator because, again, I don't do math very well. 8 times 54. So that equals $432. Well, for every cycle above 2, you also get paid an additional amount on top of that. It's to be determined usually towards the end of the month, but it'll go week by week. So each week you'll earn extra on top of that. So your benchmark was 2, so 8 minus 2 is 6 times, like 1 week I was doing it, it was $174 for every cycle above your benchmark. So then 6 times 174, sorry, we live near the airport and the racetrack. So that's $1,044. So then you're going to add your 432 to that, and it equals 1476, and that is 1 week. Okay. That's in 1 week. My highest paid week of $2,300 came from the director pools and what Isagenix paid me on top of my cycles. You're going to cycle more when you help people get paid, when you help them get started with products, you help them have a great experience, you help them find accountability partners, your cycles will grow. That is the residual income side of Isagenix, and it's fabulous. So I don't know if you guys can get on board with that, but $1,400 a week as a stay-at-home mom, not too shabby. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. There are some people like Erica, my upline, who messages 20 to 30 people a day. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. And I can make time for that, but that's not my jam. I would rather have real conversations with people and get to know people. And so, I interact with people that interact on my post. I message people who I see stuff in their newsfeed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love that. Tell me about yourself. I have other women from network marketing companies message me trying to approach me, and I'm like, hey, tell me a little bit about your business. Why did you get started? Ask them questions about themselves. So there's always an opportunity to talk to people, but set up a number that you can consistently talk to every single day. So Faith, you're busy. Might be like 3 people a day. Tara, you might have a little bit more time. Maybe it's 5 people a day. My max is probably about 10 people a day, because if I do any more than that, I'm letting people fall through the cracks. And the fortune is in the follow-up. You're not going to sign people every time you talk to them for the first time. Some people you do, you guys, like y'all pretty much joined on with the first time we had a conversation, but it's planting seeds. So be a farmer and be prepared to plant those seeds and be consistent on social media, because I didn't even know Tara was following me. She'd been following me for like a year, and all of a sudden she's like, hey, I'm ready to do this. Let's do it. And she's had incredible results with the products. Her husband's had incredible results with the products, and she was ready to run. So always understand people are watching, and you want to start finding ways to add value to the people that follow you. Why do people comment and like on your stuff? Why are they coming to your page? Why are they looking? Like, it needs to be a mixture of you. So I always tell people, find the 5 things that you're most passionate about. For me, faith, family, nutrition, business, coffee. Coffee is like way up there. And then make your post revolve around those things. How can you serve people with something that you're learning in this season of life, or what's something that's authentic to your life right now? Maybe you're a busy working mom. Maybe your husband works out of town. Been there too. Maybe you're homeschooling. Maybe you're, doing different things. There are people who are always looking for someone to add value to their lives. They will keep coming back for that. I guarantee it. But does that make sense? Do you have questions? You can put them in the chat. You can unmute yourself. I don't want to keep you guys any later because it's already 8:30. Any questions? No? Okay. Well, if you have questions, I am recording this, so I'm going to upload it to YouTube real quick, and then I will put it in that message thread. I wasn't a creeper. I just enjoyed the things you've shared. How funny. Well, I didn't know you were following me. I had no idea. But I will post this in the little message thread that we have going, the little newbies message thread, so you guys can watch it later, ask questions. If there was stuff that didn't get answered that you have, ask more questions in there. I love questions, and I mean that from the deepest part of my heart. I love questions. I love people that ask questions. I love people that are intrigued enough to want to know more about this. You don't have to know everything. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. But I want you to ask questions. I don't want you to feel like you're going to be met with stupidness. Honestly, right now, you probably know more about me than I know about me. So don't ever worry about that. But I'm just excited to work with you guys because I know what it's like to come onto something new, be a little bit overwhelmed, and then have life hit you and say, okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. Because I truly feel like the reason that Isagenix landed in my lap was a total gift from the Lord. I was struggling in so many different ways, and it has opened the pathway to run. Am I where I thought I would be? No, but my life also turned out, I'm pregnant with my third kid. We were trying for like 4 or 5 months before we started Isagenix. And so I didn't expect all of these things. I didn't expect to be back in Texas. I thought we would still be in North Dakota. So life is going to happen. But if you can find a way to become the person that you want to become, to make the changes that you want to change, to make this a lifestyle, and just make it about creating the woman that you've always wanted to be, little by little. Be patient with yourself, encourage your progress, celebrate the small things, because those things are huge. And I'm going to do a really, really good job, or try to do a really good job of celebrating the small things, because I think if we can celebrate the small, $25 paycheck, $8 paycheck, first cycle ever, we can appreciate the bigger things when they come down the line. When you cycle 10 times and you get that 10 cycle bonus, and it's another $500 to $750 on top of your $500 and something cycles, like, be grateful for every step of this process. You may be confused. You may feel like, I can't do this, but I promise you, if you will communicate with me, I will run as hard as you run, and I will work to make this something that you can do. You just have to trust me enough to just like, balls to the wall, let's do it. I'm pumped. I am so freaking pumped about this. I will be transferring over tickets to Nashville to you tonight. Whether you can go or not, the ticket is yours. I'm going to put it in your hands. I would love to have you there. If we can get you the bonus money, shoot, if we can get you to manager, if we can get you to director before the end of July, your entire trip will be paid for. Like, no joke. You'll be solid gold. So I want you to send me your goals. I want you to send me, I know we've kind of talked about it a little bit, and let's map it out together. I will take the time to map it out for you because I love doing that crap. And let's really keep each other accountable, because I need it as much as you guys do. So thank you for taking time out of your busy, busy days to hop on. Like I said, I will upload this, and then if you have questions, message me, put them in the group thread, because if you have questions, more than likely a bunch of other people have questions. And I'm going to start brainstorming for the month, our little group in July. So I hope that was valuable to you in some form or fashion. And I will chat with you guys just a little bit. Bye, all.